What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Amir's Pickleball, and today I'm going to share with you guys some tips for your first pickleball tournament. All right, guys, so in your first pickleball tournament, you are absolutely going to be nervous no matter how good you are or how good you think you are. You are going to get a little bit jittery. You're going to be a little bit more rigid, especially in your first few games of the tournament. So just know that it happens to everybody, and it's just something you have to go through in order to get better. So hopefully some of these tips may help you with that. So let's jump right into it. Tip number 1. So before your pickleball tournament, you definitely want to train hard. And this is pretty much going to consist of drilling with your partner and dialing in each other's strengths and work on weaknesses that you both may possess. You definitely want to work on shots that you are inconsistent on. For example, like maybe third shot drops, some resets, maybe your hands, that sort of thing. You definitely want to get consistent because consistency is key, especially in a tournament. When you're going into it, you're already going to be nervous. Also, with training hard means playing competitive games. And what I mean by competitive games is playing against opponents that are better than you. Just make sure the skill gap isn't huge. For example, if you're a 3-5 player, you shouldn't be playing games against 5-0 players. Although if you do play against 5-0 players, or if the skill gap is huge, you will recognize your weaknesses very quick, which is beneficial, but you won't be able to realize and work on your strengths as much. I believe you can figure both of your strengths and weaknesses in a more competitive game or against people just a tad bit better than you, a little bit better than just playing against somebody that's, way better than you. You're just not going to have a chance to work on a different variety of shots. You do want to play against people that are better than you, just don't play against people that are way better than you. All right, guys, so moving on to tip number 2. This may catch a few of you guys by surprise, but you actually want to take the day before a tournament off. So yes, let me explain. Obviously you're going to be going with tip number 1. You're going to be training hard, training hard, training hard. I'm assuming weeks on end before your tournament. But the day before your tournament, I think you should take the day off. I believe that you should use this day to recover with healthy, whole foods, as well as having a carb-heavy dinner. Make sure to hydrate heavy as well. And also, this can help you not feel burnt out come tournament day. So it kind of gets you amped up and excited to play on your tournament day, and that may actually help with the jitters. Not to mention, you definitely want to recover for your body as well, for your muscles, for your back, your knees, your elbows, all that sort of thing. If you do have some type of little injury or something you're trying to protect, definitely use that day to recover and do your stretches as well. Tip number 3, you want to arrive at least an hour early to the tournament. If you can do better, do it. If you can show up an hour and a half or 2 hours, definitely do it. But I think a really good tip is at least an hour. Like, make sure you can get there at least an hour before the tournament starts, or at least before your game starts. And this will help you have ample time to do dynamic stretches, which is very important. And also warming up with your teammate if you're playing doubles. Play practice games, as well as take notes on the competition, their play styles, and their weaknesses as well. All right, guys, so tip number 4, stay hydrated throughout the tournament. This is huge. You definitely want to stay hydrated with not only water, but also electrolytes. Do not forget that. And also have some small snacks ready to go in between games for extra fuel. This is definitely going to help with your blood sugar. Some examples that help me are fruits and also sour candy. That's also going to help with managing your blood sugar levels. All right, guys, so last but not least, tip number 5. Do not let a bad point or even game get to your head. Guys, this is huge. This is a very important tip here. Try your best to work on your mental game, your focus. Focus on the next point. Don't let, a mess up or maybe a little bit of smack talking or cheering from the other team, anything like that. Like anything that can trigger you to kind of get upset or trigger you to be kind of like, a little bit down. Guys, I'm telling you, pickleball is a mental game. I think that's really what's going to separate you from your opponents, is if you can stay just playing your game and not letting anything get to you and just locking in. I know it's a lot easier said than done. The more tournaments you play, it's easier. But I will say, definitely be ready for that. You are going to get in a rally or a point or even a game that upsets you. And trust me, guys, you don't want to let it throw you off. I understand. I'm sure a lot of you guys understand pickleball can be frustrating, but you need to keep your cool. You're in a tournament. You're here to test your skills against other people. So definitely just try to keep your cool as best as possible. All right, guys, that's all for today's video. If you guys did find this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe. It definitely means a lot, and it's free. So, yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one.